Right, I am back. Sorry about that. Just a bit of a cut off. I was saying about Dirt 2. It is different though. There's certain things like I played a good couple of hours of it thus far though, and it's a great game though. I really enjoy it though. It still has that. Still retains some of the stuff I really enjoyed from the first game. Um, it does have the rewind feature, which I think is actually quite helpful. The rewind feature that they had in Grid, which of course is another Codemasters game. And there is certain aspects that just sort of remind me of Grid. Though I did play Grid and I actually didn't like it. It's just probably because it was somewhat maybe a bit too bit more towards this more simulated route. And so I prefer more the arcade route, so I do. Whereas something like maybe Project Gotham Racing is kind of in the middle. It has a mixture of arcade and simulation, so it's pretty much in the middle. So I like that there. And Dirt 2 is kind of it's somewhat in a way that no, it's like a bit towards the arcade, but you never know anyway. Still a great game though. Still really like it. Right, next two games are both music games, and I actually just want to put them together because one of the games actually just sort of really kind of, after playing it, sort of just inspired me to get the other game, which was released a few days later after the first game. And that they are the Beatles Rock Band and Guitar Hero 5. The Beatles Rock Band was wasn't, you can sort of say it was somewhat of an impulse buy. The reason why I got it was because I wanted to play with a friend of mine online who was getting it though, and I just sort of wanted to try it out though. But like as I said, I'm not a fan of the Beatles. Like I wasn't a fan of the Beatles before the game came out. Like I just sort of got it though, just to play them and just say, I'll just say, expect to just see what it's like anyway though. And if you never know, if someone I might like it, or some I might like the game after the end of the day. And I was right. I did very much enjoy it though, because some of the songs in the game are just very enjoyable to play, very enjoyable to listen to. And it's just great as well. Like every song is quite different as well. It's not like no two songs really are the same, and that's probably why some people still love the Beatles to this day, because it just had a great variety in most of their songs and the albums they had out as well. Because like as I said, like you see some groups and artists come out today and like most of the songs just sound the same. They're just not that much different. Whereas other groups do have variety, and I think Britain's probably was one of those ones that had good variety, because said some of their songs completely different to others though, especially when some of them are different. Like John Lennon's songs when he's singing, it's like quite different to ones when Ringo's singing, and like when George Harrison's singing and that there as well. It's just really a good game though. I really enjoyed playing it online with my friend and that there. Pretty much done with it for the time being until the albums come out, and just hopefully the songs from those albums are as enjoyable. Maybe I should try to check them out, give them a little test listen, and just see if they're enjoyable enough to actually plop down the points for when they come out. And then that sort of inspired me, as I said, to get Guitar Hero 5 then. And I never got Guitar Hero World Tour. Didn't bother with World Tour whatsoever though. I just couldn't be arsed with it. And because I just seen the set list when it was coming close to release, I just thought the set list for it sucked. Because there was the songs and the bands and love, whatever. And we say, oh, that's a good song, that's a great song. And then there's just these songs and bands like, who the hell is this? Like, why is this here? Like, I don't know this. And I'm sure not a lot. And I'm sure I wasn't the only one. Some people would be like, who the hell's that? Like, what's that? And then you probably go in and play it, and one or two things could happen. A, it could be the song and band could be actually very good. It's actually a good song, even though I never heard it before. Or B, it could be a load of crap, and you want to know why it was in there in the first place. And unfortunately, it was sort of the same with the DLC, because a lot of the DLC that came out afterwards was pretty much the same. Bands you never heard of, having songs you never heard of. And as I said, one or two things could happen. You could spend the points, it could actually be very enjoyable, or B, you just wasted points because it ended up being crap. But I actually got this because there's a good amount of songs on this that actually are recognisable from like bands and artists are recognisable. And I actually haven't played in a few weeks though, but I played like a good bit of it there when it came out, and like it's a great game. I really enjoyed Guitar Hero 5 though. There's certain tweaks to it now. It's actually probably cool as well. And I will probably play more of it when the time comes. So it is. And if any of you out there actually do have the game, like you have Guitar Hero 5 or Beatles, then hit me up. The gamer tag is Retro Darro if you're interested. Just add me. Basically, just tell me who you are first though, because I don't like getting random friend requests. So like just someone from just does send a friend request. I like to know. Basically, send a message towards so you do. Just to let me know who you are. So I'm so and so from like YouTube or GameSpot or Jambon, whatever, just or somewhere else perhaps. Just to let me know. I came across one. Just basically let me know. I don't like getting random friend requests from people. Just like they don't say anything. I just like to. I always reply, "Who are you?" And if they don't reply, no. Man, this is going long. This will probably end up being 3 parts with my rambling on. Batman Arkham Asylum. This is a brilliant game. I really enjoyed this game, so I did. Definitely one of my favourite games this year though. It's just so many things about it. It's just well done though. The presentation was just really well done with the atmosphere. Like it just really fit well with the whole atmosphere of the game. Just the dark and moody sort of confines of Arkham Asylum though was really good. And like the voice acting, I just absolutely loved Mark Hamill as the Joker though. I just absolutely loved it though. It was just brilliant though. Like all the voice actors pretty much had great parts. Like this, I felt they were well done though. And like the game itself, like the whole, it was just really, as I said, well done though. Like collecting all the Riddler's challenges and that there. It's just something addictive about it. And I got them all. I got every single one. All like this, like the challenge maps I have to do though, even though I never do the combat ones. I never get the high score of them because I always screw up in the combos. I just feel that free flow one is just, I don't know, it's just pretty difficult to sort of try and get down very well indeed though. Like I almost got the free flow combo 41 at some point of the game, and I was just one head away from it and just screwed it up though. Just the counter broke then. I was just annoyed at that and I couldn't get anywhere near it after that. It's just a brilliant game though, really well done. It's one of my favourite games of this year. It's not my favourite though because one of the games I have to show or just talk about, even though I had it for a while, is actually my favourite game. And you may be somewhat surprised at what it is. X-Blades. A game I actually wanted to get for a while because I actually liked the demo of this, so I did. And I found it there for cheap, $7.99 there, I think it was last week. And I just said, well now, it was only $7.99, I wanted to get it. And tried it out there, and I played a bit of it. Not good game, decent game, so it's not anything brilliant now. I wouldn't probably pay more than maybe £15–20 for it now, but I got it for £8, so dead on there. And there's actually another game that I actually have to show that I forgot to bring over, so back in a sec. It's the game that came out last week as well, so it was, but I got it last week, whereas the other two that I got yesterday, and that is one I pre-ordered, and that is Professor Layton and Pandora's Box, or as it known as in the US, Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. I do not know why the names are different, but sometimes that tends to happen. Just sometimes the games different is a name change from like the US to Europe and not there. It's just weird. This is going to go on the 3 parts, so sorry about that though. You know me. But as I said, I played the first one. I got the first one. I got it in a store in Belfast last year, around this time last year, maybe before. Because the game was not even out here. The first one, The Curious Village, didn't come out till November, and it was out in the US since February. Whereas this time round, thankfully, it was only out for like a month or so, I think, in the US, and we got it a month later, which was better than, like, 9 months before. So I actually will talk about it more after in the next part. Sorry about the rambling on, but I'm an idiot.